Today we're going to be talking about using equations to solve percent problems. One thing that we really need to remember when using this form to solve percent problems is the word of usually means multiply. So if I need to translate from words into math, I need to know what each term means. To represent the word what number, I can use a variable. In this case, I'm going to use the letter N. The word is translates into the equal sign. 25%, all percents must be rewritten as decimals. Remember, to change a percent to a decimal, we move the decimal place twice to the left. The word of, again, means to multiply, so I'm using the raised dot here. And then you just simply bring down your number, 200. The question is what number is 25% of 200? Well, looking at what I've set up here, I've got N equals 25% or 0.25 times 200. So that means I just simply need to multiply 25 times 0.25. So 200 times 0.25 is going to give me 5,000. We need to move the decimal point twice. Move the decimal point twice. I discovered that N in this case is going to be equal to 50. So I need to just make sure that that answer makes sense. 50 is 25% of 200. Yes, I could break 200 up into 4 groups of 25, one of those groups being 50. So yes, that would work. 50 is 25% of 200. Rather than saying 4 groups of 25, I should have said 4 groups of 50. And that would give me 25% being 50. Okay, so here we have what percent of 48 is 15. So we're going to go ahead and change that into math. We're going to replace the words what percent with a variable. I'll just go ahead and use P for percent. Remembering the word of means to multiply. 48 comes straight down. Bring my is down in the form of an equal sign. And bring my 15 down into this equation. And I have P times 48 equals 15. So how would I go about solving the equation that I've just written? Well, I have a 48 attached to P through multiplication. So to undo this multiplication, I would need to divide both sides by 48. And when I divide, this is going to give me P equals, when I divide 15 by 48, I get 0.3125. Well, the key is that I was looking for a percent. What I have found is a decimal. So I now need to take that decimal and turn it into a percent by moving the decimal place twice to the right. So my answer is P equals 31.25%, or around 31%. Here we have the question, a CD is on sale at 35% off. The sales price is $806. What was the original price? Well, before I can figure out what the original price is, I first need to decide what does the 806 represent. And the way that I'm going to figure this out is I know that I had 100%. That's what the original price was 100%. I discounted it at 35% off. That means I took 35% off that price, leaving me with 65% that I was going to have to pay. My sales price is $806. It is 65% of some number. So this is what I have to figure out. What is, I need to say $8.06 is 65% of what number? By answering that question and doing that math, I can determine my original price. So let's go ahead and turn that back into math. I'm just going to bring my 806 down. The word is we'll replace with an equal sign. We'll replace 65% with 0.65 because we have to change that into a decimal. The word of means to multiply, and we'll just replace what number with the letter X. You'll notice that I want to get X by itself. It has 0.65 attached to it currently, and it's attached through multiplication. So to undo multiplication, I'm going to need to divide both sides by 0.65. When I divide both sides by 0.65, I'm going to discover that X is equal to 12.40. That means my original price was $12.40. X equals $12.40. So 806 is 65% of 1240.